Could a quarter in your pocket be worth $1.9 million? Sounds insane, right? But one rare version of a 1776 to 1976 D bicentennial quarter has shocked collectors and auction houses alike with its staggering value. Today, we're diving deep into this legendary coin. What makes it valuable, what to look for, and how you might just have one sitting in a jar at home. Stay tuned because the difference between 25 cents and nearly $2 million could come down to just one small detail. In 1975 and 1976, the U.S. Mint celebrated America's 200th birthday with a special set of coins, the Bicentennial Series. These included unique designs on the quarter, half dollar, and dollar coins. The Washington quarter from this set features the familiar George Washington portrait on the front, but the reverse shows a colonial drummer boy and a victory torch, a design by Jack L. AHR. Interestingly, there were no quarters dated 1975. All quarters minted in both 75 and 76 bore the dual date 1776 to 1976. These quarters were minted in huge quantities at 3 locations: Philadelphia, no mint mark; Denver, D; and San Francisco. The Denver Mint produced over 860 million bicentennial quarters. So why would a D mint mark coin be worth anything? That brings us to the rare and mysterious error coins and special strikes. In the numismatic world, condition, rarity, and errors can skyrocket a coin's value. In this case, the $1.9 million quarter was no ordinary coin. It's believed to be either a high-grade, deep cameo-proof error struck at the wrong mint or an experimental planchet strike. Imagine a bicentennial quarter struck in silver, even though it came from the Denver Mint, which normally struck clad coins. Or perhaps it was a unique trial strike never meant for circulation. It may also feature an extremely rare die variety, such as a double die, off-center strike, or wrong planchet error. And if it's certified by PCGS or NGC as MS68 or higher, especially with deep cameo contrast, the value can skyrocket into the millions, simply because there are none other like it in that grade or type. Studio microphone host, or VO, with images of magnifiers, coin flips, and coin books. Here's how you can check your 1776 to 1976 D quarter for value. Look at the mint mark. Is there a D below Washington? Use a magnifying glass to look at details, especially around "In God We Trust," "Liberty," and the drummer's drumsticks. Weigh it. Silver planchets weigh more, around 5.75 G instead of the typical 5.67 G. Get it graded. If it's pristine, uncirculated, or even has unusual luster, it may be worth a professional opinion from PCGS or NGC. Yes, one of these quarters was allegedly valued at $1.9 million due to its unique combination of a rare error, perfect condition, and auction buzz. But most bicentennial quarters, even in decent shape, are worth between 25 cents and a few dollars. That said, some have sold for thousands, especially in MS-67 and MS-68 condition. One MS-68 silver-clad quarter sold for over $19,000, and some error coins have reached into the 5-figure range. So while $1.9 million is extremely rare and possibly a one-off, high-value coins do exist, and they're often hiding in plain sight. So, will you be the next lucky collector to find a $1 million quarter? Dig through your change, check those coin jars, and keep an eye out for that magical 1776 to 1976 D. If you learned something new today, smash that like button, share this with a fellow treasure hunter, and subscribe for more amazing coin facts every week. 1965 Washington quarter without a mint mark might be worth up to $1.80 million. Yes, a simple coin that most people would overlook as pocket change might just make you a millionaire. But wait, before you run to your coin jar, let's separate fact from fiction, myth from money, and dive into the truth behind the legendary 1965 no mint mark Washington quarter. Stick around to the end, because I'll show you exactly what to look for and how you might be sitting on a hidden fortune. The Washington quarter was first minted in 1932 to honor the 200th birthday of George Washington. In 1965, the U.S. Mint made a historic change. Due to a silver shortage, quarters were switched from 90% silver to a copper-nickel clad composition. This change marked a turning point in coin collecting. Here's the thing. All quarters from 1965 onward have NO mint mark if they were made in Philadelphia. So, a 1965 quarter without a mint mark is not rare. Unless, and that's where the story gets juicy. Over the years, rumors have circulated online. A 1965 quarter sold for $1.8 million at auction. But is that true? Well, yes and no. An regular 1965 quarter has sold for $1.8 million. However, errors and transitional coins from that year have fetched jaw-dropping prices, and one extremely rare coin, a 1965 quarter struck on a silver planchet, sold for over $12,000, with reports of other rare errors reaching six-figure. Where did the $1.8 million come from? Likely internet exaggeration, but there's still gold in them. There are coins. Figuratively speaking, here's what makes a 1965 quarter truly valuable. Some quarters in early 1965 were accidentally struck on leftover silver planchet from 1964. These are worth thousands, sometimes more. Silver quarters weigh 6.25 g. Clad ones weigh 5.67 g. Silver coins have a distinctive high-pitched ring when dropped. Silver quarters have no copper edge, just solid silver color all around. These are coins with a doubled image, usually on the date, lettering, or features, doubling on "In God We Trust," "Liberty," or the date. Use a magnifier. Some errors are very slight, but valuable. That if your 1965 quarter looks oddly struck or part of the design is missing, it might be an off-center error. Depending on severity, value can range from $50 to over $1,000. Here are some real auction results for rare 1965 quarters. A silver planchet 1965 quarter sold for $12,650 at Heritage Auctions. A double die obverse error fetched $3,000. A misstrike coin sold for over $2,000. So, while the $1.8 million figure may be sensationalized, the potential for a big payday is very real. And remember, condition matters. A coin in mint state, MS65 or higher, is always worth more than a worn pocket change version. Here's how you can check your quarters. Grab a digital scale, precision to 0.01 g. Use a magnifier. Look closely at the date and text. Inspect the edges. Clad quarters show copper, silver ones don't. Consider professional grading. PCGS or NGC can verify your coin's authenticity and increase its value. So, is your 1965 quarter worth $1.80 million? Probably not. But it could still be worth hundreds or even thousands if you know what to look for. You never know, your loose change could be a treasure chest. 1988 D Washington quarter has made headlines for allegedly being worth up to $1.7 million. But is it real? Is it rare? Or is it all internet hype? On screen, Washington quarter design with mint mark highlighted. Let's start with the basics. The Washington quarter has been a staple of U.S. currency since 1932. In 1988, millions were struck, over 596 million at the Denver Mint alone, which gives them the D mint mark. So, with such a huge mintage, why would any 1988 D quarter be valuable? On screen, visual checklist, rarity, mint errors, condition, demand. Narrator. There are a few factors that can make any coin skyrocket in value. Mint errors like double dies, off-centers, or clip planchets. High grades, coins in near-perfect condition, especially MS 67 or higher. Unique variants, transitional errors or design mismatches. Collector demand. How many people want that specific coin? Now let's apply that to the 1988 D quarter, Man Detective Segment 3. The $1.7 million quarter, real or myth? 330, 5:00 on screen. Headlines or screenshots claiming the 1988 D is worth $1.7 million. There's been buzz online about a 1988 D quarter selling or being listed for $1.7 million. But here's the truth. White heavy checkmark as of today, no public auction has verified such a sale. Exclamation mark, most of these claims are either clickbait or based on rare error coins being listed, not sold, for ridiculous prices. Why the hype? Microscope segment 4. Rare errors found in 1988 quarters. 5 o'clock, 6:30 on screen. Macro shots of real error coins. Now, let's get real. Some 1988 quarters do have interesting errors. Double die obverse, DDO. Look for double letters on Liberty or In God We Trust. Off-center strikes. If part of the design is missing or shifted, clip planchet, a curve cut on the edge. Wrong planchet errors, struck on a different metal, like a penny blank. These errors can bring in hundreds or even thousands of dollars at auction. Let's talk real numbers. That a 1988 D quarter in MS 67 condition has sold for up to $500. $750. Rare errors have sold from $1,000 to $3,000, depending on the error type and grade. But $1.7 million? That's likely exaggeration, unless a unique, undocumented error surfaces. If you want to hunt for treasure, here's what to check. Look closely at the mint mark under magnification. Examine lettering and date for doubling. Feel for strange textures or weights. If anything looks odd, don't spend it. Get graded. If you think you've got something special, here's what to do. Don't clean it, ever. Take clear photos front and back. Contact a grading service like PCGS, NGC, or Annex. Visit coin forums or local shops for opinions. While your 1988 D quarter probably won't buy you a mansion, it still might be worth more than face value, especially if it's got a rare error. Go check your change. And who knows, you just might strike silver. 1990 D Washington quarter really worth $1.80 million? Could you have a life-changing coin just sitting in your pocket? Today, we're diving deep into the shocking story behind one of the most talked about coins in the numismatic world. The Washington quarter has been a staple of American currency since 1932. But in 1990, something seemingly ordinary turned out to be extraordinary. The Denver Mint produced millions of quarters that year, over 927 million to be exact. So what makes one of them supposedly worth $1.8 million? To the average eye, the 1990 D quarter is just another coin. But collectors and experts know to look closer. Sometimes it's not just about age or mintage, it's about errors, condition, and mystery. So where did this eye-popping $1.8 million valuation come from? In recent years, online posts and videos have gone viral, claiming a rare error in the 1990 D quarter could fetch a fortune. Some say it's a misprint. Others claim it's a unique mint error. But is there any truth to this? The supposed million-dollar value often hinges on extremely rare features like a missing mint mark, off-center strike, or a wrong planchet. But here's the thing. The 1990 D coin always comes with a D mint mark. If yours is missing it, you may have something very special. Now let's get into the facts. What are authentic, valuable errors in 1990 D quarters? Off-center strikes, double dies, wrong planchet errors, clipped planchets, missing clad layer. Error coins and high grades can sell for hundreds, even thousands at auction. For example, a 1990 D quarter struck on a cent planchet sold for over $3,000. Another with dramatic off-center striking brought $1,200. Condition is king. A regular 1990 D quarter in your change is worth 25 cents. But if it's graded MS 67 or above by PCGS or NGC, it might be worth up to $20 to $40. That's still not a million, but it's better than face value. The highest grade known for the 1990 D is MS 67 plus, and even that doesn't come close to $1 million. So if someone offers you that price, be skeptical. Let's be honest. The $1.8 million claim is mostly hype. While error coins can be worth a lot, there's no documented sale or listing of a 1990 D Washington quarter ever selling for close to that. This is a classic case of viral misinformation. Yes, coins can surprise us, but always verify claims through trusted numismatic sources like PCGS, NGC, or Heritage Auctions. Think you've got a rare 1990 D quarter? Here's what to do. Examine the coin under magnification, look for mint errors or missing clad layer, check mint mark, and date compare with verified error coin, submit to PCGS or NGC for grading. 1996 could make you a millionaire today. That's right, one special 1996 D Washington quarter is reported to be worth a jaw-dropping $1.7 million. But what makes it so valuable? Is it a rare minting error, or is this just another coin myth? Stick around, because we're breaking down the full story, and you might want to check your change jar after this. The Washington quarter has been in circulation since 1932, commemorating the 200th birthday of America's first president, George Washington. The 1996 edition was minted in 3 locations: Philadelphia, P, San Francisco, S, and Denver, D. The one we're talking about today has a D mint mark, indicating it was produced at the Denver Mint. In total, 906 million quarters were minted at Denver in 1996. So how can one possibly be worth over $1 million? To understand why any coin could be worth so much, we need to look at 3 key factors: rarity, condition, and errors or unique features. Coins that are uncirculated and graded MS 67 or higher by trusted grading companies like PCGS or NGC can command huge premiums. Throw in unique error or anomaly, and you're entering million-dollar territory. The coin in question? It's reportedly a mint state 70, flawless with a deep mirror finish, a near impossible grade for a business strike coin like this one. Some rumors online claim it has a double die obverse. Others mention a wrong planchet error or an extremely rare off-center strike. But let's be clear, no official sale of a 1996 D quarter at $1.7 million has been publicly documented. This valuation seems to be based on speculation, driven by ultra-rare grading combined with a once-in-a-lifetime mint error. Numismatic experts suggest that unless this coin shows both perfect condition and a confirmed major mint error, such a price tag would be extremely rare. As of now, the highest known price for a standard 1996 D quarter is a few $100s, with top-graded examples fetching up to $300 to $500. Still impressive, but not quite $1.7 million. Don't let that stop you from looking. Rare coins are found in circulation every year. Here's how to check your 1996 D quarter. Look under the date for a clean D mint mark. Use a 10x loop to check for doubling on "In God We Trust" or the date. Check the reverse for off-center strikes or broad strikes. And if you think you have something unique, get it graded by PCGS or NGC. It's the only way to know for sure. Whether this $1.7 million story is fact, fiction, or exaggerated hype, it highlights the incredible world of coin collecting, where a small piece of metal can turn into a life-changing discovery. Check your change, visit local coin shops, and most importantly, stay curious. If you enjoyed this deep dive into the mysterious $1.7 million quarter, hit like, subscribe, and ring that bell so you never miss out on future treasure hunting videos. Got a rare coin story? Drop it in the comments below. We just might feature it in our next video. 1998 Washington quarter was struck in 2 main varieties, one from the Philadelphia Mint and the other from the Denver Mint, marked with a D mint mark. The Denver Mint produced over 821 million quarters that year. But here's the thing. Most of these are only worth face value. So why are some of them making headlines for being worth a small fortune? To understand why a 1998 D quarter could be worth over $1 million, you have to know what coin collectors or numismatists are looking for. Rarity mint errors demand, rare errors, minting anomalies, and pristine condition coins are the jackpot trifecta in the coin world. So, what about this infamous $1.8 million 1998 D quarter? Here's what we know. Rumors online and in forums exploded after reports of a coin that was allegedly misstruck or had an experimental planchet, a blank used for different denominations. In one version of the story, this quarter was struck on a cent planchet, making it smaller and copper-colored. Another theory suggests it was struck on an experimental alloy in preparation for the Sacagawea dollar program, starting in 2000. These are incredibly rare events and usually involve insider mishaps at the mint or intentional test strikes that accidentally escaped into circulation. Let's talk about real, confirmed mint errors from 1998, D quarters that are valuable. Maybe not $1.8 million, but definitely worth checking your pocket change. Examples: off-center strikes, value. $30, $250 plus clipped planchet errors, value. $50, $300 double die, obverse or reverse, value. Varies wrong planchet strikes. Can range from hundreds to tens of thousands of dollars, even without errors. A 1998 D quarter in MS68 or higher condition. That's near perfect with no scratches, dings, or wear. Can bring in serious cash at auction. In fact, one 1998 D quarter graded MS68 by PeaceGS sold for over $1,000 at auction. While that's far from $1.8 million, it's still a fantastic return on a 25-cent coin. Check the mint mark. Look for the D under "In God We Trust." Inspect for errors. Use a 10x jeweler's loupe. Look for doubling, off-center strike, or odd color. Weigh it. Normal quarters weigh 5.67 grams. Anything significantly different may indicate a wrong planchet. Grade the condition. The fewer scratches, the higher the value. Narrator. If your coin seems promising, submit it to PeaceGS or NGC for professional grading. It's the only way to confirm its true value. Wrapped Gifts Section 7. Final thoughts. Could you have a fortune? 9 to 10 o'clock. Host. Let's be honest. Your odds of finding a $1.8 million quarter are insanely slim. But rare finds do happen. The key is knowing what to look for. Every valuable coin started as just a quarter until someone took a closer look. So check your change, dig through your drawers, and always stay curious. Your next coin might just be a millionaire's dream. 1998 P. Washington quarter. Yep, you heard that right. $1.9 million for a quarter minted just a few decades ago. In today's video, we're diving into the mystery, the value, and the history of this jaw-dropping coin. So grab your change jar, because you might just be sitting on a fortune. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and click the bell icon, so you never miss out on rare coin alerts like this. The Washington quarter has been in circulation since 1932, but the 1998 P quarter, minted in Philadelphia, stands out, not for its appearance at first glance, but for what might lie beneath the surface. Round pushpin, in 1998, the U.S. Mint struck hundreds of millions of quarters. So what makes this one special? It's not just the mint mark. It's a rare combination of errors, anomalies, and possibly a prototype mistake that has numismatists and collectors buzzing. Here's where it gets interesting. Certain 1998 P quarters have been discovered with double die errors, off-center strikes, unusual planchets, like being struck on experimental or leftover blanks, and even mirror-like proof features, although they were not meant for proof sets. Round pushpin, but the most legendary of them all? One reported example was allegedly struck on a bronze planchet, the same metal used for pennies, possibly by mistake or as a prototype, and that's the coin rumored to have fetched or been offered a stunning $1.9 million. These kind of errors aren't just rare, they're virtually unheard of. That's why this coin made headlines in the numismatic community. So where did the $1.9 million price tag come from? While there's debate over the exact sale, reports from collector circles, coin expos, and private collectors mention a high-stakes, behind-closed-doors deal for one of these ultra-rare 1998 P errors. Round pushpin. Now, most 1998 P quarters are only worth face value. But if you've got one with a rare error, especially one confirmed by PeaceGS or NGC grading, you could be holding on to something worth tens of thousands or millions of dollars. If you want to check your change or collection, here's what to look for. White heavy check mark, a P mint mark on the obverse, that's the front. Just to the right of Washington, white heavy check mark, any signs of a double die. Check Liberty and In God We Trust for doubling, white heavy check mark, off metal color, like a bronze hue instead of the typical clad appearance. White heavy check mark, a mirror-like finish on a coin that looks uncirculated but wasn't part of a proof set. And most importantly, get it verified. Submitting your coin to a professional grading service like PeaceGS or NGC is the only way to confirm its authenticity and get top dollar. Now, while the $1.9 million sale is still shrouded in mystery, other rare 1998 P quarters have sold for big money that a double die error can go for $500 to $1,500 in off-center strike, up to $3,000 and any experimental planchet coin, upwards of $10,000 if verified. Rare coin sales often happen through private collectors, high-end auction houses like Heritage Auctions, or even via online listings where bidding wars drive prices sky high. Getting into coin collecting is more accessible than ever. Start with these tips. Always check your pocket change. Learn to use a jeweler's loupe. Compare your coins with online reference photos. Join coin forums and groups. Knowledge is power, and if you find something suspiciously rare, get graded ASIP round pushpin. Remember, even common coins can hide amazing secrets. And in the world of numismatics, every find tells a story. Could your next quarter be the $1,000,000 one? Only one way to find out. Go check your couch cushions, your piggy banks, and your old change jars. The 1998 P. Washington quarter may just be the hidden gem of American coinage. 2016 P. Washington quarter sitting in your pocket be worth a jaw-dropping $1.8 million? Sounds unbelievable, right? Well, in this video, we're diving deep into the mystery behind one of the most talked about modern coins in U.S. history, and whether you could be holding a fortune without even knowing it. So make sure you watch all the way to the end, because I'll reveal how to spot the rarest versions and what makes some of them so insanely valuable. The Washington quarter has been a staple of American currency since 1932, but the 2016 version is a bit more special than most people realize. In 2016, the U.S. Mint issued several different quarters as part of the America the Beautiful series. These included designs featuring Shawnee National Forest in Illinois, Cumberland Gap in Kentucky, Harper's Ferry in West Virginia, Theodore Roosevelt National Park in North Dakota, and Fort Moultrie in South Carolina. Each design was minted in Philadelphia, marked with a P, Denver, D, and San Francisco, S. But it's that Philadelphia mint mark, the 2016 P, that's caused quite a stir. Most 2016 P quarters are worth their face value, just 25 cents. But some examples have become the subject of viral stories, collector buzz, and online rumors of sales in the millions. One version, in particular, has been reportedly valued at $1.8 million, sparking a coin collecting frenzy. But here's the big question: is it true? Let's break it down. The $1.8 million claim likely originated from online auctions, clickbait articles, or private listings. While there have been listings asking for that price, there's no verified record of 2016 P quarter actually selling for that amount. If you want to know whether your 2016 P quarter is valuable, here's what to look for. Check the mint mark. Is it a P? Good, that's Philadelphia. Look for doubling in the lettering, especially in God We Trust and Liberty. Look at Washington's face and hair for anomalies. Check the edges. Missing reading or layering issues can indicate rare errors. Coins in uncirculated or MS, mint state, condition are worth more. Look for no scratches, no discoloration, sharp details. Mobile phone apps like PieceGS, CoinFacts, or NGC's database can help you identify and grade your coin. Let's be real. The average 2016 P quarter in your change is worth 25 cents. Even in mint condition, one might fetch $1, $10. Direct hit, but if you've got an ultra-rare error coin and it's in perfect shape, you could be looking at hundreds or thousands of dollars, possibly more if a passionate collector or auction house gets involved. A listing price is not the same as a sale price. Anyone can list a coin for $1 million online, but that doesn't mean it's sold for that. If you think you've got something special, here's what to do. Send it to a professional grading service like PieceGS or NGC. Visit a local coin dealer or coin show. Join Facebook groups or forums like Coin Talk or /coins on Reddit. Compare to auction sales on Heritage Auctions or eBay sold listings, not asking prices. Grading can cost money, so make sure the coin is worth it first. But a certified high-grade error quarter, that could be life-changing. So, is your 2016 P quarter worth $1.8 million? Probably not, but maybe it's worth more than 25 cents. Check your pocket change, inspect those coins, and who knows? You just might strike silver or at least copper nickel gold.